Hello, hello, Kevin Strange here. Thought I would do another video. I'm got the whole homestead to myself this evening, so I figured why not get another video in. Wow, I really want to appreciate all the comments and the subs I've been getting lately. I really enjoy doing this, and it's really fun to see those emails coming in about the comments. It's thanks a lot. I really appreciate it. You don't think a lot of times people are actually looking at these things. So what do we have here? Thor 165, and again, I'm terrible with names. I know other people have said it too, that they are. I do not remember who just showed one of these. They're popping up obviously everywhere. I was expecting it in a little bit better condition it was in for what I paid. I can't remember off the top of my head. I think I paid about $45. Fairly big color break and fold up here, but you know, I'd probably put it VG plus. I don't know. But it's going for such crazy money that I figured why not jump on it now while I could. And he has always been one of my favorite characters. Luckily, I don't have to buy a lot of his to sort of finish that run, just because I already had him. And this is a mishmash of things I've gotten over the course of, months and months. You know, since I first did that last video, which is, you know, I can't even remember, back in April, I think. So it's all over the place. And I actually left a box back in the collection that I need to go over in my boxes and show in a second, but I'll go through these. So of course that's 165, the first hymn. And some of these, you know, I thought I'd do something different. This is a book I used to get, it's over with now, monthly. If you're a fan of Animal Man and you didn't give this, the Jeff Lemire run, the New 52, a try, pick these up. They are incredible. He is one of the most amazing storytellers out there. If you could pick up his like Essex County book and the whole trilogy that he put together, The Nobody. What's another one? Of course, all those ones that have to do with Essex County are just incredible. And the Underwater Welder. Oh, he is by far one of the most amazing artists, and his style of art, he also draws, is pretty incredible. And in this, he actually drew that cover. Oh, look at this. Yes. I actually bought a collection from my buddy, or I bought most of his collection, and he had this whole run of New Teen Titans. So I got the complete run, the Baxter and these, and I was pretty excited about it. And you know, he needed the money, so it was really good. I was happy to help. But one of my favorite characters, it's still weird to see him in that costume, but Slade there. And if you're a fan of him and you haven't read Identity Crisis, there is a fight scene between him and the JLA that is one of the most incredible fight scenes and well written that I've ever read. So yeah, awesome book, fantastic shape. Really happy. So I just thought I'd show some of the covers that I was just leafing through it just the other day. I remember I used to go to the mall when I was a kid. My friend worked there, and I would go to the mall with him on a Sunday because what else was there to do in town? And I would get my plate of beef and broccoli from whatever Panda Wok, whatever kind of wok place it was, and fried rice and egg roll. But before that, I would go over to Walden's Books, and I'd pick up my copy of Teen Titans, and I would read it. And it was before I was seriously in the comics. But I would read it, have my beef and broccoli, and then just throw the comic in the trash. I mean, they cost 60 cents. Why not, right? So it's funny that I rebought all of these now. I used to love this cover. You know, all of them going up the Trigon. It's such a cool cover. I always dug that cover with Raven. You know, she's sort of turning into her dad, the whole Trigon thing with the eyes. I always dug that. Early Nightwing look there. I thought this was cool when Vic got uncyborged. I can't remember the details of the episode or the issue. But I remember, I always like the cover. It's got him there. He's crying. He's so happy. Everyone's looking at him. because you got to think it's got to be tough. I mean, you just become sort of human again, which you also are now powerless. You're just a human. So I wonder, do you get used to sort of being human and or being something else and going there? The other thing that's interesting is, back then with coloring, they only had a certain amount of colors they could use, and there weren't a whole lot of black people in comics. So I find it really interesting that his highlight color is so green. It's such a weird washed out brown that it just is so bizarre. But, that's just what they had back then. And of course, classic cover where Beast Boy is thoroughly pissed off because of Terra. If you haven't read that whole series, read that. Well, I mean, you don't have to. I'm not going to make you read it, but this was an Aquaman I picked up, which cracked me up because they get possessed by something, I think, and they turn a little crazy. Aquagirl and Aqualad. I think I got these when I was in California this summer at a little shop in, I want to say Berkeley. And on the shelf, I don't usually buy a lot of newer back issue books, but they had these for cover price, well, 50 cents over cover, and it's the first print of Sex Criminals. And I remember this being kind of really hard to find, and I was in the mood to buy comics, so I bought it. I haven't read it yet. And I remember seeing this in a bunch of people's videos, Jason Aaron. I remember reading his Scalp series and just loving it. I haven't had a chance to read this yet. But again, this was on the shelf, so I picked this up. I think that's also where I got that extra cover or copy of that new Kirkman book I was showing the other day. The Outcast. Oh, God, it's such a good book. And they had some fairly early sagas, and I never see that. So this is a 16. Again, another title if you're not reading. Pick up the trades. Totally inventive and beautiful. Fiona Staples' art is just incredible. And there was a 10. So I picked that up. Just amazing colors. Some Spideys. I'm working on filling up some of the holes in my collection. Very soon I hope to be making an announcement, not obviously that I have the whole collection, but just a ginormous chunk of the collection. So here's something I just picked up lately. Here's a 70, and I just love that cover, the yellow and the blue and the purple and the red. It's just such a cool cover. And of course I just jumped right out of the Spideys to this. I think this is the first Vibe appearance, Justice League America. If you haven't watched the new Flash series and you like the Flash, it is awesome. There's Vibe right over there. And they kind of telegraph that the Star Lab kid that helps him is going to be Vibe, because when he was in the Green Arrow show, he said something along the line, he had some sort of sonic weapon. And he said, I don't know, I got a good vibe about it. And it was just like, whoa, okay. That writing was a little cheesy. But at least we knew and know now he is going to be Vibe. So this was really cheap. You could pick this up. Great condition. This came with it. It was like you bought that, you got this. So I got that. And then here's some more Spideys. 68. I just love that cover. Crisis on Campus when Spidey was a student. Just amazing condition too. I mean, I really lucked out with a lot of these Spideys that I'm about to show. I have to rebag them. This one's got some of the usual Marvel chipping on the side. And a little ding up in this corner. But overall, for the I was going for the condition I was going to go for, and this was it. It was pretty cool. And of course, this classic cover is just awesome with the Shocker. And again, with that black, it's hard to get that in decent shape. It's got some schmutzing down there on the bottom, color break, sort of like when you get your finger on there and it takes the color off. But overall, it's in pretty decent shape. I've been pretty happy with it. I'm going to run over quickly and get this book that I wanted to show you. All right. that was pretty unprofessional. Of course, I'm not a professional person doing this. I'm just a guy. This doesn't usually happen to me, and that sounds like one of those articles, right? This doesn't usually happen to me, but I was in not a pawn shop, but a second-hand shop that I go to look through comics that he sells for $1.50 a piece, and I'm digging through the boxes, and I come across not one, but 3 of these that I'm about to show you. I gave one to my nephew, who is a ginormous fan of this character, and then I kept the other 2. And they are in, I had them graded by a buddy of mine who was a really strict grader, and they all come in at 9.0 to 9.2. Now, if I sent them to CGC, you know, who knows, 8.7, but I'm still thinking 9, at least 9.0 or high 8s. So I'll shut up and actually show you what it was and is. Boom! New Mutants 98. Now, I'm not a huge fan of the character. I don't really read the character. But when I saw 3 of these in a row, I bought them. And they cost me $3. $1 each. In that box, I also picked up, I don't have them with me, I don't feel like going over to the collection looking for them. I picked up 4 first appearances of Cable and 2 first appearances of, who's the guy with the cards? The card guy. He throws the cards. He's an X-Men. Gambit. And I found 3 of those, or two of those, and in really amazing shape. So I was pretty psyched. You know, whoever had this thing, they must have collected doubles of stuff. I bought a bunch of first appearances of Jubilee, and a bunch of things like that. So, you know, that kind of thing doesn't happen every day. Amazing quality. I was really, really surprised. I can't believe I'm about to do this, but I'm going to spin this camera around and show you what my basement looks like with all these comics in them that I'm trying to semi-organize before I go to this little mini show. And it is fairly horrifying. And me being the neat freak I am, this is it's hard to even look at this stuff. But here we go. All right, so what we have over there, the drawer boxes, the ones up top, that's my collection. All the boxes underneath, and then some more boxes off to the side you can't see, is that collection I bought of 33 long boxes. And then here they are on the ground, dividing them up alphabetically. So yeah, that's what 33 boxes, plus some more over there, look like. And then there's my collection. If you haven't used drawer boxes before, they're pretty neat. They stack up really well. I wouldn't usually go more than 2 high. When you go 3 high, you start having some problems. So there's the guys there. So that is the video for today. And I want to thank you for watching. And again, thank you for subbing and commenting. Just really appreciate it. It's a fun community, and I really enjoy doing this. So hope everyone has a good weekend, and take it easy.